What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. LA Mamba. It is September 18, 2022. It's Sunday, about 4 o'clock, and we're closed. Hey guys, I want to share with you what I've learned recently. I'm always figuring out things how to do them cheaper, and so anyways, see this U-Haul right here? This is a 6x12. You know, I'm not advertising because I do U-Hauls and shit, you know? I do rent them out and all that. But anyway, so if you're in California, and you own a diesel truck, well, you know, every few years those older trucks, they're being I don't know, they don't let you do a registration no more. Pretty much they say, like, if it's 2015, your registration is done already, right? So if you have a gas truck, you're good. So as for me, let me tell you my story. So I had a big Ford white LCF 16-foot box truck, and it was a 2016 or something like that. I forgot. 2016, I think. But anyway, so that filter was gonna be, you know, what they call, you know, out of compliance when, like, the year coming up, and well, this is back then, and so I had to sell it pretty much or keep it, and when I sell it, it's not worth much. So my option was sell it now that it has value and it's still good for anybody to drive it in Cali until like one more year, right? So I sold it for a good amount of money. Or wait the year, you know, I use it the year, and when it comes time to sell it, it's worth like 3 times less or 4 times less here in Cali, because you gotta sell it to somebody who's from out of state, and they, you know, out of state things are cheaper, and plus they know that Cali guys have to sell their trucks, and that goes for tow trucks, that goes for semi trucks, but so if you have a gas truck, you're good, but in this case I was not good, and sí, ahorita estoy haciendo un video, pero pásale. Es Mario. Yeah, pásale, pasa Akira, tú dale. Mario's the taco guy. He's gonna make some tacos tonight with the grill right here. Every Friday, Saturday, Sunday we do it at the shop here. Anyways, so before, here in Cali, you were able to rent a U-Haul truck and go to the landfills, and that's it. You have your, by the way, of course, I'm talking about, you have to have your hauler's permit, the manifest, and you have to be registered, your shop, or if you're a small business, doing it for only for you know, disposing and keeping the tires and selling them. That's, a lot of people do that business, but you have to register yourself with I don't know what it's called, but it's pretty much the California when it comes to hazardous waste and disposing the tires. They want to see that you dispose the tires at a safe location, which is the landfill that's here in down the street. It's called waste management, but they don't want you dumping them on the streets. That's the main purpose of this whole program, and it's not expensive, by the way. You know, a bond, you have to buy a bond every year, and the bond costs you like $40 or $60 a year or something like that. And they even send you the forms, and I think the forms are free. I don't remember how much they cost, or just shipping only or stuff like that. But the point is, like, you have to be registered, and then you have manifest, you fill out the form that where you're picking up the tires and then where you're dumping the tires. You have to have 2 addresses. And so, hey, by the way, guys, I cleaned. You guys motivated me to clean my shop, and thank you guys for that. We cleaned a lot and had some time, so we cleaned, and we can walk around everywhere now. Anyway, so like I was saying, you can get back then you guys used to rent a U-Haul truck, fill it up, go dump it, and you're good. So the recent laws changed this like 2 weeks ago, that you have to have registered plates onto your manifest forms. So you can no longer get any truck and use it for the hauling business, the disposal business. Now you have to have your own truck plates. That's the only one that goes and disposes at the waste management landfill. And so scramble, like, oh shit, like, okay, first of all, like, not me, right? This is my family member. Okay, like, I don't want to buy a truck. It's very expensive. It's like, doesn't make sense when you produce not that much money in that business, right? And that's their own personal business. Or quit the business but not ready to hang it up yet. So you register your personal truck and rent those enclosed trailers by U-Haul, 6x12s, and that's the biggest one. Those big ones, this person will rent the bigger one, but there's not. So legally, you can register your truck onto the manifest and rent a trailer to put the disposal junk tires and go take it to the dump. So in your truck, you're gonna be able to put some tires in the back and the bed, and put tires in the trailer. And yeah, it went from being able to take a whole bunch of tires to, let's say, take half, right? Half of that load. So made it pretty much more work. The good thing is that it's a lot cheaper. It's like, to rent that trailer is like about $30 a day. So that truck was just renting, it was about, I don't know, $250 a day or something like that. So the price dropped drastically, and it's for 24 hours, by the way. The trucks is for 24 hours also. So compare $30 to like $250 every time you rent the truck. It's a huge, yes, it's way easier. In fact, you were able to do one load with the big truck, but it was way more expensive. So, but that, in this case, you're not even to use that option no more. You're able to just only take that little trailer and then with your truck and use it that way. So in Cali, I found the glitch. You rent that trailer, and then you're able to pull it with your truck, with your plates registered on that, and you're good to go. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I know a lot of guys getting into the business and looking for the cheapest way to go. Well, there it is. That's the cheapest way to go. I personally, I'm not gonna do that. I do have a truck I can pull the trailer with. I have a Suburban that I do have, and I can use it for that reason. And I can register. I can get the whole waste, the hauler's waste, the disposal certificates and all that for that, and rent the U-Haul. And I'm a U-Haul dealer, so I'll just rent it for myself, right? Rent it to myself. But you know, I'm not about like trying to save every penny and all that stuff. And plus, it's gonna be more work on my end. Even though we do work filling up the trailer sometimes, but it doesn't matter. Like, you know, we need to fill it up, right? If it helps this person, you know, family member, we'll do it. So, but if I was doing it, then of course I'll save way more. You know, I'll just rent it out and do it. But in this case, this person does it for the business, for how you say it? That's their business, right? So it's like, okay, give them the business and just keep doing my sales, right? So it's not a big deal for me anyways, right? You know, we sell a lot. That we're a very successful shop here, very busy, and it's all good. But I know a lot of people want to save, and a lot of people don't have that family member in the business that, you know, that they, you know, want to just shoot over the business. So there it is. You rent yourself that 6x12 U-Haul trailer enclosed. You register your truck with the manifest forms, the waste hauler's permit, and you're able to take it straight to the dump. Legally, everything legal. No Mickey Mouse stuff, right? So yeah, that's what I learned this week. I was like, wow, you can do it. You can do it that way, and it worked fine. So yeah, I mean that's the way. If you're in another state, I'm sure it's way easier. Other states, you can probably still rent that big truck from U-Haul and just dump them at the waste place. And I'm sure there's also a lot of papers you gotta fill out. And I don't know what it is for other states, but yeah, in Cali we're more strict here with a lot of stuff, and everything's more expensive, and it sucks, you know. But you gotta pay the price to live here, and if you gotta pay, you gotta pay. That's it, you know. Just you must invest in real estate, so the property's a lot more expensive, and they're really hard to get. Right now, I'm getting a freaking loan. It's really hard to do this thing, man. They just increased a percent up, so my projected mortgage payment was gonna be $3,500 a month, and now it's at $4,000, a little bit more than $4,000 a month. And it's like, man, that shit fucked it up, man. I'm still gonna go through with it because I know how powerful real estate is, and I know Cali, and I know my market I'm going to, how great it's gonna appreciate. In the 10 years, they're gonna make this big old, and they're already working on it, but they're making the California's first. I don't know, it's called a fast train or speed train or whatever it's called, but it's gonna pass through that city, and once that locks up to that city, it's gonna be fucking appreciation like crazy. It's gonna be that city is called Bakersfield, right? So it's not that far from LA. So when that speed train locks up Bakersfield to LA, because that's gonna be the first stop. It's gonna be from LA to Bakersfield. It's gonna go all up North Cali, right? But man, if people are gonna be able to work in LA and live in Bakersfield, everybody's gonna be going out there because the prices are about cheap. And when everybody goes up there, the price is gonna skyrocket. But that's just one thing. It's just already appreciating like crazy every year, and it's well worth it still for me to do this deal. But what I'm saying is very hard, very expensive, and same thing with the tires, very expensive. But you're able to keep, you know, pushing sales for. I can always charge a lot more when it comes to tires, and people won't even notice, and they'll just pay for it. Like if I see, like, oh, this deal I can charge more, you know, or they get big tips. Like today, some guy on the Mercedes, he brought his own wheels. We dismounted and mounted tires onto the new wheels, and he's like, oh, but he didn't have the lug nuts. They were the wrong ones. So then I called one of my buddies at another tire shop. Do you have those lug nuts? Yes. I told him, here's the keys to my Camaro, the '96 Camaro, not the '69, not the '69. Go pick them up. I said, oh, thank you, man. So he used my, because his tires were all off, all the wheels were off. They're dismounted, everything. So I let him borrow the car and just go pick up the lug nuts. And he came back with the right lug nuts. By the time he came back, all four wheels were already on the car. We just needed to put the lug nuts on and tighten them up, and that was it. He left happy. Like I said, I was gonna charge $120. He's like, oh, man, thank you guys, are so awesome. Here's $200. I was like, oh fuck. All right, cool. You know, I gave the spread it with other guys. Everybody's happy. And yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. That Cali's like different when it comes to like pricing. You can charge a lot more, and people will pay. And I don't get a lot of complaints when it comes to pricing and stuff like that. But we gotta pay the price, you know. So when it comes to all this, you know, tire disposal is very expensive here, and it got more expensive with that. But if you found that little glitch I just told you around now, you're able to like dispose your tires real cheap. And so that's the winning way here in Cali, because now there's not like other states that you can take it and they'll like recycle them, and you know, they'll pay you even for their trash, or they'll take them in for free. Nothing like that here in Cali. they can't do that stuff. Like that's like against the law or something. There's no factories and shit like that here. Right here's pure. You got your junk tires, put them in the ground. They're gonna cover them with dirt, and that's it. That's how we get rid of our tires here in Cali. And there's massive amount of tire shops here, massive amount of work. A lot of successful shops are just pumping in junk tires to the landfills, and that's how we do it here in Cali. And that's just the way it is. So yeah, let me continue with the about how we did today at the tire shop. Today it was not that busy in the morning, so that's when we started cleaning up and putting tires all to their spots. But we got really busy at the end. We got a semi truck at the very end. We got a brand new 11/24/5 tire. We got a bunch of patches. Again, the same old 205 55 16 sales, 195 65 15s, 20s. We got I mean, everything I can think of is like new and used sales. Again, it was just slammed with work. There was no 20s low pros that we sold today. It's kind of rare. We sell those things like every day. But anyways, that was today's activity. It was just a bunch of work again. All right, nothing different. And clean the back, and I was able to water. You can see they're still drying up, like places here and there. But anyways, yeah, that was today's stuff. So, what else? Yeah, I mean, yeah, trying to stay, ordering tires. I made an order already. I don't know if they're gonna bring it next week or what. We already got the old order. We already put it into a spot, so we filled up a lot of gaps in the tires that we needed, and rows that we put them in their correct one size rows. Yeah, I just filled it in with one size. We put it all in order, so we can get them in faster. We can get them out faster when we're mounting and dismounting tires, so we don't. Especially my guys, like they don't really know a lot about sizes sometimes, and so they just go straight for the rows. And if they come straight to the row and they're like, "Oh, there it is," they grab it real fast and go back instead of taking forever to look for the tires. So that's the big benefit of having everything organized. Is your guys are not gonna say, "Oh, we don't have it," to the customers, and then you lose sales because of that. But if you have everything on order, like, "Oh, there it is," they just sell, and just keep the ball rolling. Keep the cash flow coming in, and yeah, I mean, this kind of sales have been really good recently. I've been signing a couple sets here and there, and it's good because again, it's helping me out for this real estate purchase. I like to save up everything I got and choke and grow and push it all into the next asset. And that's where we're at right now. I'm still in escrow. I don't know if I told you guys the last video, but I'm in the escrow for a 4-unit. It's actually 2 different properties with 2 units, but they're right next to each other, so we gotta better buy them together because I like them a lot. They're 3-1s, 3-bedroom, 1 bath in the much growing city, like massively growing. So it's well worth to pay the big bucks for this property or properties, and in the future we will see how it appreciates. All right, guys, I'll let you go. See you next time. Mamba out.